Welcome back on this lovely afternoon here at Ngā 11 degrees, the temp feels like about 4.
That easterly, coming from the east obviously, that's where the easterly comes from, and it is cold. But these players won't mind it. It's a nice sunny day, good for hockey.
We're not here to talk about the weather, Brownie. We're here to talk about the 2021 CPL Women's Final. The Green Machine, Marist versus defending champs, Harewood. George Connell, the coach for the Green Machine. Joe Bartholomew, who is assistant. Matt Ling running the Harewood women. It is a battle we've often seen the last few years in the playoffs. Brownie, your thoughts on today's game?
Yeah, we should be in for a cracker. Harewood have been the top side all year. They clearly won the Rose Bowl. They've scored 46 goals, 56 goals, I'm not sure of the number. Only 11 against in 15 games. Pretty unbelievable stat. But Marist, the other end, only 15 goals conceded in 15 games. So both defensive-minded teams, Harewood probably the stronger attack. But anything goes on whilst there. We just saw an unbelievable final between High School Boys and Carlton Redcliffs in the men's, where the fourth placed High School Boys took the chocolates. Marist come in here, the underdogs, third place on the table against number 1. Should be in for a cracker. Yeah,
absolutely. And I think the key to today's game, and again, like last final, a number of key players on both sides. I want to bring it to the Marist side firstly, Brownie. In goals, Sasha Masters, wealth of experience at the New Zealand level. Arabella Shield, Emily Baker. A lot of talent at the New Zealand level. Quite a young team in comparison, though. You've got your senior players, Caitlin Hughes, Ayla Goodwin-Lister, Maddie Watton, but a number of young players as well. Emma and Ali Barton, Ella Hickman, a number of young players brought in this year coming down to Christchurch University. So a younger side, but still a really well-coached side with a lot of NZ experience in the mix. Brownie, your thoughts on the Harewood team? Whole lot of key players in that side.
Yeah, the big difference here, Harewood have been there and done that. They won last season, they're the top team again this season. They've got a number of players whatever. Georgie Mackay-Stewart, Bella Ambrosius up front, Jessie Anderson, all can break the game wide open. And they've showed it throughout the season. They showed it in last year's final where they beat Redcliffs. They've been the better team, but can they put it together one more time? 4 weeks off, but can they come back and produce that winning performance?
Yeah, absolutely. And a dominant side here would have been the last few years. Seem to get their fingerprints all over the Rose Bowl every year for the last couple of seasons, always in contention for the final. The defending champs, and I just think this game, Brownie, as we've seen in the last one, it's going to be close. He would have the ability to break games open, but we said that with the men's final before, and the game wasn't broken wide open. It was a tightly contested battle all the way into the shootout, Old Boys getting the win. Here, I think, again, if these teams play well defensively, it's going to go goal for goal. My prediction, Brownie, I really don't know. I think this is going to be a tight game. I think it goes to shootout, and we'll have to see what happens from there. I'm thinking 2-2 on full time.
Yeah, both teams very hard to get past. Both goalkeepers very good. Marist, second time ever in the final for the Mermaids. 2 years ago, they lost to Redcliffs 3-2. A number of players back from that side. Your Hughes, your Watton. But this fixture last year in this semi-final went to a shootout that time, and Harewood took the bickies. So obviously both sides, hard sides to beat. My prediction, too close to make a prediction.
Yeah, it is. You're splitting hairs, really, splitting atoms, as they say, Brownie, with this game. Umpires on the game today, Brownie. Rosanna Porter, umpire 1. Rachel Murphy, umpire 2. The coin toss underway on the far side of the field here. Once again, we'd like to remind you, if you're at a watch party at home, send your photo to Canterbury Hockey on the Facebook page. $100 New World gift voucher up for grabs. Keep sending those photos through. Our match day sponsor, Polytan Turfs, provider of the new Ngā turf surfaces, and a fantastic sponsor to have on game day. The coverage brought to you by Cellosport. Moments away from the walkout here. Really exciting stuff, Brownie. Again, we've talked about it. I feel like we've beat it to death, but we had a lockdown for a number of weeks before this final, between semis and finals. What do you think the fitness is going to be like for both these sides? Do you think the skills have taken a hit?
It's a big call. We see Kathy Baker coming in, vocal as ever on the sideline.
Kathy Baker, she makes a racket when she comes in the dugout, does she not, Brownie?
She is just She's a megaphone without one. She's going to be loud. The Marist support always get up. We see a lot of Marist supporters here. Same with Harewood. Only 100 allowed in this park. And here are the girls. In for a big, big final.
I'd also like to point out Harewood with the redesigned uniforms, but you don't quite go past the green and white. I don't want to be biased in the commentary booth. Two Marist guys here, but everyone looking good here as we are set to take underway. Sure, it will be an exciting final. Who has the ball? We'll find out momentarily. Brownie, the penalty corners in women's hockey, you don't quite see the drag flick like we saw in last game with Jack Gilbert and that amazing array of flick weapons that both those teams possess. What do you think the corners are going to be like today?
Well, yeah, in the men's game, we only saw about 2 corners in the whole game, so it's pretty tough to get corners. But Harewood are good exponents of the penalty corner. They'll look for deflections, they'll look to get around the keeper. While on the other end, Marist have Daniel Eklund and Emily Baker at the top of the bracket. Possibly look for one of those people to flick, or maybe a variation off the top.
Absolutely. The COVID capacity crowd pouring in now. We are set to go here. Looks like Mizzy Surridge for Marist will start the game there. Iona in goal for Harewood down the far end. She raises her hand ready to go. 2021 Women's CPL Final underway. Arabella Shield gives it out wide. Carries into contact right away.
What you see, these sides both match up well. Both playing 3 at the back, 2 centre mids. Early turnover there for Marist, and Harewood will have the ball going forward.
Some players to watch, I think, for me today. On the Harewood side, Bella Ambrosis, dangerous on the back stick, loves to carry the ball. And I think in terms of Marist, a youngster, Mizzy Surridge, has all the skill in the world. Emily Baker at the back as well for Marist, a very strong player. But I think fair to say, Brownie, despite whatever you want to say about rankings on the table, 2 of the top teams in the comp here. Early mistake though from Baker. Sasha Masters dishes that one wide. Danny Eklund will carry strong through contact. Brownie, your thoughts on some of the key players out there today?
Yeah, interesting to see Sasha Masters get involved in the outlet early on. Yeah, as said for the game, a lot of key players out there. Marist will look for their strikers to create for themselves. They've got some good players up front. Experienced at the back, young players up front. Here with an early turnover. Can they create anything from it? Wee mistake there. Miss Surridge always in contact. She'll win the ball again.
And Mizzy Surridge once again, Brownie, fingerprints on this game early. Offloads to Keely Hughes, that is carrying forward, number 10 for Marist. Strong carry into the D. Just a little too much speed entering that baseline. Marist well coached, 2 NZ veterans, part of the Marist Hockey Club, as Arabella Shield turns it over. Delivers to Mizzy Surridge, looks to roll on the forehand, maybe win a corner. Just the free hit there. Ella Hickman now with the restart. One of the younger players, new players at Marist. Arabella delivers in, deflection. Iona deals with that smartly. But Brownie, the coaching staffs of these games, Joe Bartholomew, George Connell, wealth of New Zealand experience. Matt Ling, Sporting Edge owner. What do you think this coaching matchup's going to bring?
Yeah, both coaches known for putting on finals. Joe Bartholomew's a non-final winner. One with Christ College last night in the boys' final. One with them last year. He's won a Rankin Cup. Matt Ling's won a Fed Cup. Matt Ling won last year. A lot of successful coaching out here. But really, at the end of the day, it's the players that are going to decide this game.
Absolutely, as Emily Baker looks to carry forward there. A player as well, a wealth of New Zealand representative experience at the under-21 level. Arabella Shield in the midfield. She'll be matched up against some of those key Harewood midfielders today, Kat Tinning and such. Harewood with the restart though. Line ball driven down, and just Harewood alleviate pressure here.
See there, Marist very aggressive with their press, not allowing Harewood to go around the back. They're going to make them go forward and look to win the turnover in the press. Well, at the other end, Harewood maybe a bit less aggressive in their press, but they'll win it in the midfield.
Kat Tinning offloads the ball into the middle here, brings it back. Harewood looking to build some good passing play going forward. Carry strong in the middle. Mizzy Surridge harasses. Offload there, blocked up by Arabella Shield. Mizzy Surridge wins the ball off to Caitlin Hughes. Hughes with the carry. And that one hitting the shin pad of Kat Tinning there. It will be interesting to see, Brownie. Such a contested game, and I don't know if we're going to see the open play that we saw in the men's final as that aerial ball is turned over, but sometimes a final is like that. Sometimes these teams just take a minute to feel each other out and understand what presses they're running.
Yeah, especially in these first early stages. Just getting the hockey stick back in the hand. They've done their trainings, but don't have the game time to back it up. And we are going to see a few mistakes early on. It's Arabella Shield breaks through the midfield. Good turnover. She looks for Keely Hughes. Just evades her.
Yeah, once again, that ball just a little too far out in front. As we take a look, Jeff Soper just in behind the restart there. I'm sure he's capturing some fantastic game day photographs. Caitlin Hughes on the turnover. Inside to Ms. Surridge. Ball searching through. Penalty corner, Brownie, right away for the green machine. And what do you think we'll see here? It's got to be something direct, something simple to start, but they do have a number of variations, as we've seen at training, that they could pull out.
Yeah, they've got a couple that can flick off the top, but we did see in the semi-final they were successful with a sweep to the right post, so we could see that come out here. But they've had their discussion. Great win in the press. They won a little ball early on, Marist. Can they convert this to an early goal and really get one up on Harewood?
Absolutely. Marist have had some mixed results over the course of the season against Harewood, but I think the key is if they can score early and let their defence just hold it out. Ella Hickman on the baseline to inject. Danny Acklin on 1. Emily Baker on 2. 2 runners wide for Marist. Goes to 2. Emily Baker. Strong flick in. And just touched away by Iona, and goal there for Harewood. Confident save, dropping down to the stick side. Arabella will take the restart. Exactly what we thought, Brownie. Just a simple option, direct straight away as Harewood look to attack through Charlotte Lee on the near side here, working on Caitlin Hughes. Now finds the ball, turned over by Alice Twiddell. Kat Tinning and co-harass. Forward to Mizzy Surridge. Has Keely Hughes to her left and uses it. Turnover there. No, keeps possession but harassed, and the free hit. Exactly what we thought on that corner, Brownie. A simple direct option but didn't work out.
Oh, here's another chance here. Keely Hughes in the game a lot early and wins a corner. Keely Hughes, only is she 15, 16, year 11, first year in CPL, and wins a corner in the final.
Yeah, and the pressure on here now. Let's see how big these coaching brains are from the Marist bench. Do they change it up here? How rehearsed are your penalty corner options? That straight flick didn't seem like it had a lot going for it, so we'll see if they change it up here. Same setup again. This time Danny Acklin shifts to 2. Emily Baker on 1. 2 runners wide. Ella Hickman still to inject. Harewood set up strong. Ella Hickman delivers to the top. Emily Baker again. Sweep hit. And Mezzy Surridge and Emma Ilburn, I believe that was, couldn't quite get the touch on that. But the variation we possibly wanted to see, Brownie.
Yeah, so we took down the first corner. Just that sweep to the right post. Just a touch in the air and unable to get a touch on the far post. The Marist have had the early run in this game. Here will look to get it back though. They'll win the free hit on halfway. They'll be able to regroup. And they'll go down the right.
Plenty of position for Marist early in this one. Emily Baker will grab the ball from behind the baseline and bring it up. It looks like the first sub at the back there, Emma Barton for Marist coming on. Turnover in the press there. Kat Tinning, free hit awarded. She'll have to bring that ball back. Harewood looking to get a little bit going now. Ball into the D. Harass there. Penalty corner, Brownie. I'm sure the umpire there had a question about the tackle at the top of the D, and Harewood get their first corner of the game.
Yeah, look for Harewood here. Probably same as Marist in their first corner. Probably something direct. Something going towards the goal. Get on those rebounds. It will be interesting to see what Harewood do here first corner.
Yeah, watching a little bit of their trainings this week, they have had some strong variations rehearsed, but again, first corner of the game, do you give it to your safest option, your direct option from the top? Most likely a sweep. We may see a flick come out though. Not all too common in this CPL women's comp. Here we go. Comes to bracket 2. Bunt, sweep, and just punched away there. Nothing doing on that first corner for Harewood, but Brownie, the penalty corners seem to be an early focal point of this game. 3 now within the first half of this first quarter.
Yeah, I've seen as many in the first 10 minutes as you saw in that whole men's game. See, better skills up front, skin the ball in the circle, looking for a foot. Harewood attack down the left here. And Marist are just stepping in front well at the moment. Able to win the turnover, and they look to break quickly. Emerald win in the left here. Looking to make something happen. First year down from Northern Air. That's a mistake. That will be a card. Early card. A bit of lettuce coming out.
Bit of lettuce, Brownie. We have ourselves the base to the salad in this game already, and just inside 8 minutes here, so will be a factor in this game. I mean, it is a final. Emotions run high. Danny Ackland with the strong receive. Pressured immediately by Charlotte Lee. Jessie Anderson looks to bring the double. Free hit awarded by Rosanna Porter there. The first umpire for this match. Looks like Bree Catley has subbed on for the Harewood girls. Maddie Wharton, her boyfriend Andrew, watching with bated breath in this final. Josh Mates as well to our right, here to support Jess Gunn. The ties run deep with the green machine. Aerial ball, Brownie, good length on that. Juggled out of bounds by Emma Barton. And Brownie, do you think the aerial ball will be affected today, or do you want to see something? Do you think we'll see something more 2D, a flatter approach, if you will?
As the game opens up more, expect a few more balls in the air. Marist diffuse that attack from Harewood. Oh, so we thought an attack from the baseline. It'll just go out for a long corner.
Sasha Masters with her first touch of the game here. And now Ayla Goodwin Lister on the field. Ali Barton as well. A few subs up front for Marist. Annabelle Connell working hard to get to the ball here. Channels, great skill from the Harewood striker, and wins a penalty corner. Geordie Grant, great bit of skill on the baseline there. And Brownie again, the corner's coming fast and furious here in this game.
Yeah, it's surprising to see a Harewood player so open with a man disadvantage. As we saw in the men's final, 3 Carlton players off field at one time. So composure is going to be a big key here. But let's see if Harewood look to shift this up on the second corner. Maybe something coming from the right side. Maybe a right layoff for a right deflection.
Yeah, you see Bree Catley set up there narrow. The single bracket goes to that top bracket. Straight hit delivered. Well defended, and Marist win the free hit. Once again, Marist defending that corner comfortably, so nothing going right for the corner attack. Emma Barton carries here up to Ella Hickman. She carries into contact. Jessie Anderson hounds her. They'll reset through Emma down the line to Mizzy Surridge. Can she control it? Able to get there on the reverse. Now with pace down the baseline. Carries strong into the D. Slips it back. And well defended again there. Emma Barton presses the issue at the top of the D though. Into Ella Hickman. She carries and tackled again. Strong defence here, Brownie. And I said in the pregame, I think none of us could really make a prediction on what way this game's going to go, and that defence is a key factor in that.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a high-scoring game. It could be a nil or 1-0 sort of game. So that first goal is going to be pivotal in this match. Back to 11-11 now. They like to shift the ball, and it'll just be a mistake at the back. Harewood pressing hard.
Jess Gunn just not able to quite get to that one. And they'll reset here through McKeely Jones. Preston well by Marist. Ayla wins a bit of ball in the middle there. Bella Ambrosius gets in and puts it on the foot of Ella Hickman. Bella takes it quickly. Nothing there. Bringing it back now, Harewood. Substitution on the far side. Caitlin Hughes harasses Jessie Anderson, though. Great bit of skill to get the ball free. Now has space to attack down the far side. Rolls again. Double team, Maddie Wharton. Can't get that one free.
You see a lot of it. Oh, here we go. Called her into the circle. Goes for a shot. Bit of a swing. And it'll come out to Marist. And they'll just put it back down the field. You see a lot of players here with big game experience. Fed Cup winners. A lot of Villa players out there from the Fed Cup win. From both sides.
Absolutely. I think a number of players here. And it seems to me, Brownie, once again, that as he would go over the top, Marist, the substitution rate a little bit higher here. George Connell and Joe coaching that side, I think they'll definitely have a game plan in place. Here we go through Emily Baker. Looks to go direct through the middle. Finds Mizzy Sarge. Tries to carry through and does. Kat Tinning chasing and wins the ball there. Now a strong carry from Kat Tinning. Mizzy Sarge hits the deck. Kat just carries straight on. Ball up the field. Bella Ambrosis on the spot there. Into Kat Tinning in the middle. Pressured by a number of Marist defenders. And Brownie, once again, we did the Div 1 women's final earlier as here would have this ball around the edge, bringing it back through McKelly Jones now and recycling. But the difference between this level of competition at the CPL level and the Div 1 women's final we watched earlier.
Yeah, it's just a touch quicker. In that game, Herwood were able to prevail as well against Canterbury Cliffs in the Div 1 women. See a lot more dribbling happening here, a lot more speed. There's Maddie Wallen. Lovely skills out of the back. Mia Sarge. Herwood did not want to see much of her. She has been exciting so far this game. She's been in and amongst the action. And the more Marist get her the ball, the more likely they are to produce a goal here.
Absolutely. The passing for me right now, Brownie, not quite linking up on both sides, but in the final, those nerves, the hands trembling a little bit possibly. A lot of adrenaline rushing, but we'll see if these teams can settle down. Turnover here. And again, Caitlin Hughes just strong in the midfield. Looks like they'll reset here. Few players for Marist here, Brownie. I think we might see play a full game today. George Connell and Joe Bartholomew as Herwood attack forward here. Slowed up nicely by Danny Eklund. Ball coming through and Sasha punches that one away, but as I was saying, a few players that may not come off the pitch for both sides today.
Yeah, as for the men's game, you want to keep your big players on in the final. It's here to come to the right side. They want a free hit. You see the back three of Marist, especially Baker and Ackland, play most of this game. Very experienced. Been in a few finals before, both won Fed Cups. Herwood attacks to the right. They look to put the ball in the circle. It's just gone through harmlessly.
Kat Tinning couldn't get on the receiving end of that one. And a few changes for Herwood. Riley Knapp now working in the midfield on Mizzy Sarge, who has been the dangerous player for Marist so far. Go through Maddie Wharton to Sarge. Riley steps up nicely there, and Kat Tinning tries to win the ball, but free hit awarded to Marist. They'll reset through Jess Gunn. Emily Baker playing quite deep so far, Brownie. I wonder if we'll see her try to create a little bit more, maybe walk the ball up the pitch, push that back three of Marist up the pitch a little bit higher and look to create a little bit more through the back.
You do see them play quite a deep back three, but that's because they want their midfield to do all the work for them. They've got their creators in the midfield, so they want to give them the space. As Herwood breaks to the right again. They seem to favour that side so far, Herwood. Attacking that right-hand baseline. But Marist up to the task. And then we see the end of the first quarter.
Quarter time there. Brownie, you're much involved with the Marist club, and I just want to hear your thoughts on what do you think. Herwood obviously won many finals, but a win for Marist with this coaching staff who have worked so hard in this final, what do you think that would mean to the club?
Well, it's been a pretty big group that's been together for a number of years, come through the Div 1 into Prems together. A number of players, over 100 caps for the team. And George Connell and Joe Bartholomew have been there from the start in terms of the Prem Women's team. So they'll really, really want to get them over the line here and get that first title for the Mermaids. While on the other side, Herwood, again, being the best team the last couple of years, probably deserved to win the final, but you don't get what you deserve unless you win it.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Brownie. As they say, winning's not loyal to anyone, and the only thing guaranteed if you're not going to push for winning is losing. So a battle here as we tick inside a minute on the first quarter. Again, I thought just a quarter where the teams look to feel each other out. They want to understand the presses. They want to understand the formations and the concepts the other team are running before you look to take any big risks and move the ball with pace down the field. So we'll see if this opens up. Penalty corners coming frequently there, but nothing doing on them. So Really interesting passage of play. Brownie, what do you think the team talk for Harewood is going to be after that piece of play?
I don't think there'll be many changes. This feels a bit more like a game of chess compared to the men's final, which was a lot more open. We saw 6 goals in that game. This game feels a bit tighter. So I don't think you'll see many changes from either side. Maybe here we're looking to be a touch more aggressive in their press.
Absolutely, and talking to George Connell training this week, coaching the Mara side, he wouldn't let the girls leave until they converted 50% of their corners at training, so certainly something he's worked on. And also, yarning to him, his key to the game was, he said Sasha Masters has been on fire thus far, and he thought she would be a huge piece in that defensive unit, so certainly prepared to absorb a bit of defensive pressure, it would seem, Brownie, as they take the ball here. Kat Tinning taking it quickly, looks to offload, but that pass not linking up. So again, I think Marist are prepared for a game where they're going to face pressure. This is a dominant Harewood side. They've been dominant for a number of years, and I just wonder if you have that same feeling that Marist are prepared for a battle.
Yeah, it seems that Marist want to slow this game down. They want to use the time. Harewood are looking to take quick free hits and things like that. They don't want Marist to press them. Marist press seems to be very, very solid so far. So Harewood are wanting to break this game open with quick free hits and turnovers from their press.
As that one over the sideline. Once again, the game day sponsor today, Polytan Turfs. Our coverage brought to you by Cellosport. We are into the second quarter now. Ball down the line here. Kat Tinning, who seemed to have her fingerprints all over this match so far. Brownie carries again. Another strong carry into the foot of Ella Hickman there. Thoughts on this Marist press, Brownie? I'm not too sure. You'll have a better understanding as a striker, but what do you think they're going to look to do today? Are they trying to split? Are they trying to blindside? What's their premise today?
They're looking to press it to the left side of Harewood and really stick them on that side. They're not really worried about the right side. They're sticking them on the left, and it's working so far. A lot of turnovers.
Absolutely. Danny Ackland on the restart. Charlotte Lee presses hard at Emily Baker, who now starts to carry. And as we said earlier, Brownie, this Marist back 3 before the error by Jess Gunn, but starting to push up the pitch a little bit more, maybe gain a little more confidence. Not sure what the coaching staff said to them at half-time, but Harewood look to attack down the far side. Ball into the D, deflection, and Sasha Masters tapping that one away with the stick. Kat Tinning will take the sideline hit here for Harewood.
Yeah, Tinning has been involved a lot this game. She's seen a lot of ball, but nothing has really troubled Sasha so far. She's been able to make the easy saves, no mistakes, just clear the ball. Harewood attack through the left. Great tackle though from Hughes. Falls to Surridge.
Turnover here, Jesse Anderson, dangerous on the attack, fires away and just wide. And Brownie, as you said earlier, making the easy saves. As they say in boxing, a right hand will take you around the block and a good jab will take you around the world. It's those easy things that you can do in a game of hockey that can make all the difference. So it's the simplicity of this game plan that George Conlon has put together that I think will get them over the edge. But Harewood, a couple good chances there, and they might look to break this game open with an early goal in the second quarter. Baker now again hounded by this Harewood press. Another turnover there. Kat Tinning looks to carry. Danny Ackland though, strong tackle there. And like we've said, Brownie, I don't think too many changes on the lineup here for Harewood. Their key players have stayed on the pitch, whereas Marist have looked to use their full 16 and really keep legs fresh.
Yeah, we will see that come into the play later on in the game, but at the moment, Harewood really turn up the heat here with this press. Both teams liking their press, not really liking outletting. They'd much rather it down their end of the field. As we see, another mistake coming out of the back. Harewood again take it quick. Look to break. They break down the left-hand side here. Again through Tinning. But Ackland up to the task, and here we are. Marist back on the counter now.
Goes through Caitlin Hughes. Off to Emma Illenbrun. She carries strong into contact. First-year player for Marist out of Northland. Wins the ball back. Fires downfield into the kneecaps there of a Harewood player. Ali Barton back on the field for Marist. Mizzy Surridge on that far side. Wins the ball. Too big, too strong, she says, as she carries through contact there and wins the Free hit now. Alice Tordell on the retake. Slip inside. No one there for Maris. And the free hit awarded. Still again, Brownie, the game, other than that one chance from Jesse Anderson, still pretty congested as Emma Barton wins some ball at the back here. But when are we going to see this open up? You've been in plenty of games that have stayed close to the whistle. Are we going to see a game that stays close to the whistle, or will there be some open play?
You will see this game open in the second half, but the longer it stays nil, the more they get nervous, the more mistakes you'll see. Like that one just there, and here we're on the break here. They'll move it to the left, through Libby Collins. Great play by Ackland there to win that ball. 2-on-1 at the back, and she's come up trumps. Here with the ball in the circle. Sasha up to the task again at the back. That one's an easy hand save to the left.
Good strong clearance as well. Didn't want to give any chance to the Herwood player there, so making sure she got it in the centre of the hand pad. Gets good distance on the clear. Kat Tinning once again, possibly a player who will play the full game today. She has been all over it. Recycled around the back. Ayla, good one, Lister there. Just slipping through a stick. And now Marist will gain some possession, but Herwood, two of the better chances this game, I thought, Brownie. And when we look at the quality of chances, I have to say Herwood are probably leading this game. They've pressed more effectively, I thought, and they've had the chances to get goals. Yeah,
they have had the most chances. Thankfully, it's not the World Cup from last year. It doesn't depend on who gets more boundaries. It's about the score at the end of the day. And as we see, Herwood again, they're winning a lot of turnovers. They're going to keep pressing forward. Can Maris keep holding this pressure? Another good save by Masters.
Yeah, just boots that one outside the 25. Plenty of power there. Carry forward into the congestion there. The two first-year players, Ellie and Ella, working to defend that one. Now given up to Ayla. Slips through again. Shins, but great umpiring there as they will let the game flow. That's been something we've seen today. Not too many whistles, Brownie, and it always makes for exciting hockey when the umpires just let the game flow. Ball in from Herwood now. Turnaround shot. Sasha, great save again. She is, as George Connell said this week, playing very well and up to the task early.
And Masters has been pivotal so far for Maris. That was the first one that's really tested her. She's up to the task. Again, Herwood look to break through the right-hand side. They'll win a free hit. They'll look to take quickly. They'll feed a ball across the back post and no one there to receive it.
Great stuff. Great skill all round there. All you young players watching the stream at home, a great example of the squeeze shot. Didn't have a lot of time, but got off a strong shot, just using the turf to accelerate that ball at goal, and a good save from Sasha. Ball just slipping through to Arabella here in the midfield. Turned over again. Lifted forward. Free hit there. Brownie, we haven't talked about it much, but with a game this close, as Bella Ambrosis carries forward, slips one through, that'll go wide. But in a shootout here, who do you think would have the edge?
We saw this exact fixture last year go to a shootout, and that's who here would come up on top. But no doubt Maris would not want to be letting that happen again. They would have been practicing all the training in that situation, but we've still got a lot of hockey to play before we get there. Still 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. It's Herwood again, look to go down the right-hand side. It's been their favourable side the whole game, and Maris will pip that out. They'll win the free hit, and they'll look to go quick before Herwood can get sussed.
Inside 9 minutes in the second quarter. Ball over the top. Taken well. Moved down, and Herwood possibly favouring that far side as we look at it, Brownie. Jess Gunn back on the ball now. Comes into the middle to Arabella. Pressed in smartly by Libby Collins there. Bella presses that ball in, comes through. Millie Calder looks to control in the midfield now. Carries forward into a number of Maris sticks, but wins the free hit. Kat Tinning once again rolls out, carries up the middle, slips it through.
Baker again.
Yeah, it was received by Brianna Catley in the D, but she just couldn't get it under control. Kat Tinning goes forward once more. Maddie Watton tries to get out of trouble here. Millie Calder presses that one in. Now we'll look to go wide. Well read though. Annabelle Connell, but just nicking the foot there. Brownie obviously, Brianna Catley spins in here, has a shot, but well defended. You haven't coached much women's hockey at all in your career, but from your coaching experience, what are your words going to be at halftime to either team really in this game that looks to be a little congested?
You just got to look to open up the game, but keep doing what you're doing. They need something going forward, especially Marist. They've been in their half a lot in this quarter. Again, here we're down the right-hand side, exposing them. Ball inside. Donna Rosens will get it across and go harmlessly across the circle, and Marist will break. See if they can bring anything from this counter attack. But Hayward, very quick to get back.
Yeah, just slowing play up there. And now Millie Calder will work with Brianna Catley to get out of the press here and set up again. Emily Baker, that one, the Yorker, just bouncing in front of her stick and goes over the baseline there. So it looks like Jessie Anderson will set up to take this one. Again, one of those players, those rare players using a kookaburra stick in this day and age. And it will indeed be Jessie Anderson on the ball with plenty of numbers behind her. Will they look to drop this out and transfer or go forward? They will go forward. Jess Gunn punches that one away. Charlotte Lee now on the ball. Carries in from that right-hand side. Ball finding. Pops free. Emma Barton couldn't handle it, but free hit awarded. Brownie in this chess match continues here. I haven't seen a consistent press from either side here yet, Brownie. Possibly something that will get addressed later in the game as a chance going forward here, but yet to see something really solidified for both teams in the press.
Yeah, both teams very aggressive. Turned over quite a bit. A lot of ball being played down the Marist defensive end at the moment. Finally get down the other end. Can they produce something? Captain Hughes coming through. Tackle there by Riley Knapp. Charlotte Lee's away, and she has pace to burn.
Emily Baker steps up confidently there. And I'm sure Caitlin Hughes harassed by Charlotte Lee. She now carries back to the player through Alice Twaddell. Strong carry from Charlotte Lee. Flips one inside and wins the free hit. She has Brianna Catley on this near side for support. Brianna will look to take the restart. Has McKeely Jones underneath her. Will look to go forward though by way of Jessie Anderson in the D now. Through the legs. Once again the carry from Anderson. Nothing rewarded there. Just a free hit to Marist. And I'm sure the Marist supporters in this COVID capacity crowd bated breath as we see the Sausage King, Nick Harris, just below us there. Harris Meats owner. This one will mean a lot to him, Brownie, will it not?
well, he's been there from the start, and he would love nothing more. He's already got the men's titles under his belt in the last couple of years. They're still yet to get a women's CPL title. Let's see Hewitt again, turn the ball over in that press. It's been a feature of this quarter. Marist's going to have to sort that out at half-time, but can they hang on to the break?
Well, not much exciting action from this first half to enjoy. The viewers at home will just have to be content with the simplicity and short passing game that this final has brought us thus far. Not a lot of big plays. A few shots from the way of Hayward, Marist. The corners early but have been shut out since. And I have to wonder if they can't keep winning corners, if this Hayward defence will look to take the game over. Great offload. Ella Hickman couldn't control it. Now McKeely Jones carries into the press of Maddie Watton. Offloads to Millie Calder. Calder now rolls out. Brings it back. They go to Riley Knapp. Danny Ackland juggles that one down. And on the far side there on the ball, can't quite make out who that is, but goes to Tinning in the middle. Kat Tinning carries forward. Looking for the corner, and they will get it. Danny Ackland there, possibly a little loose. One hand on the stick there, swinging across Brownie. I think that was the issue that second umpire Rachel Murphy had with that one. And what do you think we'll see here from this bracket?
Well, they've gone with their two probably money variations so far. They've done one left, they've done one for the back post. Maybe they look to go direct here. Maybe an upright hit or a drag flick.
Absolutely. Looking at the Harewood trainings, they did have a flick option, but again, do they have the confidence to pull that out in the big dance? Brianna Catley again lines up narrow. Double bracket this time for Harewood. Two runners wide. Charlotte Lee to inject from the baseline. Goes to one. The drag flip from Calder. Scores! Millie Calder fires it down the far side. The left foot of Sasha just couldn't quite get there, and Harewood busts this game open, Brownie. What a corner routine that was.
Yeah, as we said, direct off the top. The variations weren't working, so they just went simple, and it's worked out for them. Great flick from Millie Calder. Very difficult to save that low, hard flick in the corner. And Harewood probably deserved that go after the second quarter where they've dominated. And again, they looked to break.
Brianna Catley on the ball now. Has Jessie Anderson for support. Inside ball, defended well by Baker. Up to Ellie Barton. She will look to carry. First year player from the North Island. But this game now with a minute left, Brownie. And I'm sure the drag flick, it's sort of like seeing a straight hit in men's hockey, isn't it? It's not all too common in the women's game, but that one pulled out beautifully there by Millie Calder. Not something we possibly expected to see from their bracket with all the variations they went through at training, but worked out there. Jess Gunn now, back to Baker. Bit of trouble. Yeah, what I'm sure we'll look to try capitalise. Charlotte Lee and co moving up the pitch. Ball turned over to Anderson in the midfield here. Cuts back and brings it out. No need to go forward there, she thought, and brings it back by way of the right half there. Anderson again. Jess Gunn stepping up on the ball. Ali Barton in to help. Charlotte Lee, great turnover. Inside 20 seconds to go. Ball forward into the foot of Jess Gunn there.
10 seconds to go. Can here we get something else into the circle? They'll look direct and then we'll just peter over the baseline. Go into the halftime break 1-0. Probably a fair reflection of the game so far.
Half time, 1-0 your score here in the Canterbury CPL Women's Final. Our game day sponsor, Polytan, as well as the great help from the team at Cellosport here to bring us the live stream. Sam Grimshaw from Canterbury Hockey to my left. He'll join us for his thoughts on a exciting first half of hockey. Sam, what did you think about that one, mate?
Guys, tēnā koutou, what a day it's been here at Napunawai. 3 great games, the fourth one just as great as the previous 3. Here we're definitely looking the dominant team here, Emil. Pressing hard, keeping Maris pinned in their defensive end. Looking forward to the second half.
Absolutely, Sam. Well, it will be exciting. And once again, our live stream, if you're watching at home, if you've got a great watch party photo, make sure to send it through to Canterbury Hockey on Facebook. $100 Bishop Dale New World voucher up for grabs, courtesy of Bishop Dale New World. Oh, yeah. Great to see some Central Otago viewers watching in with the grandkids there, posting their photos to the Canterbury Hockey Facebook. And we will take a short break here, me and Ben Grimshaw in the booth, and we'll join you shortly for the second half of hockey. Tēnā koutou. We join you live from finals weekend up in Waiwan. Back in here, about to start the second half amongst what is the annual celebration of Māori Language Week here in Aotearoa. Fantastic hockey so far, Brownie, and it's been a tight game, but Herwood do break the deadlock there with a goal, the drag flick from Millie Calder. What are your thoughts here as they prepare to get back on the pitch? What do you think's been said at halftime? What's going to be looked to be changed from both of these teams?
Yeah, we expected a low-scoring game, and that's what it's been so far. Not many chances, but Herwood winning that penalty corner, putting the goal in just a few minutes before halftime. It'll be interesting to see what changes these coaches make. All very experienced coaches in the dugouts. Do we see Marist make some changes? Struggle to get out of their own end a bit there, and especially in the second quarter. But we know the Bartholomew's Connell coaching duo not afraid to make a few big calls.
Absolutely, I'm sure a lot of pride on the line for them as we get the pushback underway here. Second half, Napunawai 1. Brought to you by Polytan, the sponsor of the day. Jess Gunn there, eats one in the quad, and now we'll take the restart. Once again, goes by way of Emily Baker at the back. Baker, another one of those players using the kookaburra stick in 2021. Not something you see every day. Danny Ackland with the carry now. Bella working hard to get in front of this and set up the press again. Libby Collins up front there, steering the press. Millie Calder brings it back. Out wide by way of Riley Knapp. Maddie Watton controls. And Brownie, it seems to be much the same to start this quarter. Congested play, strong defending from both teams. I'm sure they've practiced hard both these weeks, but it may just not be the 6-goal final we saw before.
It's going to be a low scorer. Not many chances both teams. Marist coming out of the second half, a little bit sloppy in the first half in terms of their play around the back. Seem to have shored that up. You can hear Joe Bartholomew screaming from the sideline, pressure, pressure, pressure. So they're obviously looking to be aggressive. They don't want the Herwood girls to have a lot of time on the ball as they go back.
Long ball there, looking to open the game up. Well received on the reverse. Jess Gunn dealt with it calmly. Into Arabella Shield. Offloads here to Maddie Watton with Mizzy Surridge on her right. Carry down the narrow side here. Mizzy Surridge, great receive on the reverse. Has pace going forward. Finds Ayla, but a great step up there. Fired up the field into Geordie Main. Emily Baker now battles, and a strong whistle there. Emily Baker hits the turf. Hopefully she is all right. Maybe a bit of an elbow there from the Herwood player. Nick Harris to our left once again. The Sausage King with bated breath here. He would love for this girls team to grab a win in this final. Emily Baker pressed in well, but negates a turnover though, Brownie. That Herwood press starting to pick up a bit of pace.
Yeah, it's aggressive. Emily Baker almost in her own goal there for a second. As Herwood look to break down the outside. Marist always up to the task though, winning that free hit back. They just need to take it quickly. They can't let this press get set up because they're just struggling to get past it. I think they'll look to try to keep it a bit shorter this quarter. Maybe play through their midfield, through their two centre mids. Herwood retain the ball. Bring it around the back.
By way of Riley Knapp, who can't handle that one. Maddie Watton will retake. Jessie Anderson presses her in. Millie Calder, the goal scorer, hounding her. Riley Knapp couldn't control it. Arabella quickly looks to transfer through the midfield there. Ella Hickman now forward to Emma Ellenbrand, but couldn't link up with Kelly Hughes there. A lot of young players on the pitch now for Marist. Fresh legs, but big group substitution about to happen for that front three, I think, here. Maddie Watton pushes forward to Kelly Hughes. Drives the baseline strong. Will we see a corner here? Great goalkeeping. Upended. And a bit of a collision. Oh. And the helmet came off there, Brownie. Unfortunately, for Keely Hughes there will not get a result.
Yeah, Hughes in the first quarter was prevalent down that left-hand baseline. Getting back in the game now. In the back and goal. We're going to restart here. That's finally getting some pressure down the Harewood end. They'll go right to Jess Gunn. It's a great tackle from Charlotte Lee. She'll win the ball and relieve all that pressure for Harewood.
Harewood on the restart here. The Marist press now. Looking to orchestrate through Mizzy Surridge. By no work of her own, the Marist press wins the ball. Ella Hickman quickly fired in by Arabella. Mizzy Surridge rolls. Fires one on, but just palmed away there by Iona in goal. Mizzy Surridge back again. On the foot and in. Tapped in at the back post on the second chance. Not quite sure who it was. Emma Ellenbrun, the first-year player from Northland. She will love to get that one back on the board. Brownie, this game now all tied up on a scrappy finish from one of the young players there from Marist and Emma Ellenbrun.
Yeah, that was a great bit of umpiring there. Could have called the corner. There was a corner there to give, but she let it play on. Marist took advantage of it, got it on the back post, and great finish there from Emma. 1-0 again. Back anyone's game. 11 minutes to go in this third quarter. Can Harewood regroup? Marist got their tails up.
Great finals hockey we've seen here. Millie Calder dispossessed by Ella Hickman. Another first-year player for Marist. Wins the foot now. Strong carry. Likes to take it quickly, but nothing going there. Up the sideline here for Alice Twiddell. Ball played in. Emma Ellenbrun there again to receive. Approaching 10 minutes to go. Danny Eklund will take the restart. Emily Baker receives here. Has Emma Barton to her right. Goes that way. And Brownie, I think, two contrasting sides here. Not necessarily as Maddie Watton drives off a shin. No, nothing there. Possibly a stick instead of a shin there. But two contrasting sides here. Marist seem to be going with the younger lineup, while Harewood, a veteran lineup who's been a part of this comp for many years.
Yeah, Marist definitely got their tails out at the moment. Young side, they'll be all about momentum. Is Harewood looking for their big players now? Anderson, Calder. Hickman throws the ball away, won't get called by the refs though. Calder on the ball again. She'll look to go over. Trapped in the back way at Clem, but it will go for a free hit.
Absolutely. Danny Eklund there working hard. I'm sure a player who this final means a lot to, as it does to everyone at the Marist Club. One of the newer clubs in Canterbury, and this women's team looking to go here. Riley Knapp hits the deck. Emma Elbrun hits the deck. Everyone struggling to stay on their feet. Is that turf overwarded? Possibly. Double turnover here again. And Brownie, who's your standout player been? I hate to use the phrase, but who's your go-go gadget been in this game? Who's your player that's done everything, been where they need to be, and moved the ball when they've needed to move it?
I think for here we saw a lot of captaining in the first half. Hasn't been as prevalent in this third quarter. But in the first half, we were saying her name a lot. As Harewood break through the right, coming across the goal on the baseline, Sasha with the save. Oh, somehow just slowly rolls across the goal mouth like it was in slow motion.
Sasha Masters, 6 or 7 really good saves today. That's another one to add on as Emma Barton will look to reset here. Has Emily Baker behind her. Danny Eklund out wide. Will they look to transfer or keep it on this side? Looks to keep it on this side. Turned over to Kat Tinning. There she is. Getting her hands back on this game and hopefully getting her hands on the trophy should things go their way. Maddie Watton, a great bit of skill in the middle there for Marist. Rolls again. Now into a bit of open play. Finds Keely Hughes. Nothing going there. Keely Hughes now wins it back. Looks to link up with Ellie Barton and does in the baseline. And a group change here coming from Marist on the sideline. Looking to keep legs fresh.
And if you're talking about the players that have been key in this game so far, Wadden stepped up in the midfield. She's created a lot. Spinning and left to right and right to left. It's been all over the place.
Caitlin Hughes carries now Danny Eklund. Alice Twiddell to her left. Alice Twiddell, number 2, receives that one on the forehand. Gives forward, but out of the reach of Keely Hughes there. And time dwindling down now, Brownie. And I think we're going to see it. I think we're going to see another really close fourth quarter. Definitely some more action to be played in this one. I don't think we'll see a 1-1 finish, but we'll have to see how this game shapes up. Over the top, works out one layer, finds its player.
Anderson down the right. She'll be taken down and she'll play on though. Good umpiring. Let them play. Goes to Jones in the middle. Into Mackay Stewart. We've got a stick flying everywhere. Oh, we're going to see a card given out here. To Maris Captain and Caitlin Hughes. Not sure what happened there. She lost her step. I'm not sure what happened in the process. As here to get a free hit. Player up.
Caitlin Hughes comes off the field. Her father, Phil, with 2 daughters playing in this game, I'm sure he will be very nervous to see the result of this one. Ella Hickman, though, another one of those first-year players. Offloads to Keely Hughes. The youngster carries strong now. Has Alice Twiddell underneath. Bella, though, with the takeaway. Has Brianna Catley in front of her and uses her. Brianna looks to control. Offload to Kat Tinning. There she is. Out wide, but that pass failing to link up with Libby Collins, who has been the orchestrator of the press here. Jess Gunn will take the retake. Emily Baker may as well be out of bounds with how deep she is right now. This Herwood press looking to take away space. Ella Hickman wins the foot.
The Herwood team very aggressive here. Upper player. They're looking to try create a 2-on-1 tackle situation a lot. Maris feed the ball through. Unable to bring it in though. He'll retain the ball.
They will indeed. Emma gets her shoulder in there a little bit too much. Doesn't like it, I'm sure. They play physical in Northland, but for right now we're at Napunawai 1. Cellosport live stream. Game day sponsor Polytan, so the Canterbury final coming down to the wire here. Brownie, I'd love to know with your coaching repertoire for the Canterbury region, how do you think the back 3 compares to the back 4, and what do you like about the back 3, especially the way Marist and both Herwood, I believe, have really used it today?
Yeah, well, in a back 3 situation, you're looking to try breach through the midfield. You're not going to see much transfer in the back 3. You're just going to get it to your centre mids. And that's what both teams have done quite well. As Maris break again, Miss Surridge, bit of an anti-skill, she'll keep going. Wins the free hit. Wadden will take it quickly. Pass to Hughes. Hughes just back on from the naughty chair. Gives it in. It's going to be a foot. It's going to be a corner.
Fantastic work there by the Green Machine. They will get the penalty corner here, Brownie. Their 4th of the match, if I'm not mistaken. And do we see something simple here, Brownie, or do we see something flamboyant? I'm unsure, but plenty of variations. I think possibly with the double bracket set up here, Baker and Eklund both can drag flick off those 2 brackets, and it'll just be interesting to see where this one goes.
I think this one could go back to the drag. Could watch out for Wadden here. She's going to sneak in after dragging this ball out and look to get the ball back, I reckon. Yeah. Big play of the game here. 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
Surridge to inject. Maddie Watton, sorry. Comes to the 2nd bracket. Arabella, straight shot. Great save by Leona Young there in goal. And another penalty corner. So the variation not working out well there, Brownie, but the straight hit got on goal and won them another corner. I wonder if they'll go back to that same bracket or if they have something else in mind. Maddie Watton will look to inject again. Mizzy Surridge and Emma Ellenbrun out wide there to deflect on the far side. Here we go. Maddie Watton. Quick injection to the top. Comes to 2 again. Mistrapped, and Kat Tinning looks to get in there.
Maris here, breaking forward again. Just a few mistakes creeping in. 2 corners, both not the injection, just slightly off. Mouse could live to regret those poor corners. Hayward here though, 2.5 minutes left in this third quarter. Still anyone's game. They'll look to go out of the back through an overhead. Geordie Grant, we haven't called her name much. Very experienced player. Could be the key to Hayward here. She gets the ball again.
Absolutely, and tries to attack the young, narrow side of the field here with Mizzy Sargent, Annabelle Connell hounding her. Arabella Shield now in the chase down of Jessie Anderson, one of those superstars, if you will, in the Canterbury Premier League, a wealth of New Zealand rep experience. I'm sure she's competed with many of the other NZ representatives at the under-21 level who are in this game. Brownie, a feature of talent here today as the sun dips behind the dugout here. 11 degrees, starts to feel like -4. Emily Baker on the restart. Brianna Catley wins that one easily in the press. Forward to Bella. She will look to carry. Has Jessie Anderson to her right and uses her. Well deflected though by Annabelle Connell. Catley again with the ball. Millie Corder, carries to the baseline. Fires one in. Nothing there, Brownie. A lot of those balls have gone begging past the back post. What are your thoughts there as a striker on those balls coming across?
Seen a lot more desperation in this final. A lot of just hidden hopes coming into the circle, hoping a striker be on the back of it. But they're just sticking around that back post, around the spot. They're wanting to get that tinny goal that will give their team the win. As we see the ball go out on the sideline again.
As New Zealand athlete Israel Adesanya likes to say, I don't swing and hope, I aim and fire, but some of those balls a bit hopeful, a bit wishful coming past the back post there. Ball forward again, nothing doing there, so Hayward will restart. Interesting to see as we tick over a minute inside this third quarter, Brownie. The fourth quarter coming up, and there's got to be just a lot of passion coming from these coaches at quarter time. 1 quarter remaining in the season. We hope you are enjoying the live stream brought to you by Cellosport. But not long to go in this CPL season. The men's game wrapped up earlier. Charlotte Lee carries forward for the Hayward women. Breaking away, Brownie. Support to her right, doesn't give it, carries in, rolls out, forehand shot, and just goes wide. Great opportunity there, Brownie.
Yeah, Charlotte Lee able to break the game open there. A few tired legs on the Maris side. They'll need these full 2 minutes to regroup. But we'll go on to the end of the third quarter. 1-1. 17 minutes separate who's going to win the 2021 CPL Women's title. Back here, 17 minutes to go in this final. It's been a close game so far. Hayward dominated the first half. Maris probably had the better of that third quarter. Sneaked a goal in the back post. The crowd, small crowd again vocal here. Who's going to produce some magic and turn this final on its head? Get Maris getting an early turnover. Back to Hayward. Cat team again will look to go quick. They'll go down the right. Emil Collins back from his wee trip to the kiddies.
To right, Brownie. Fourth quarter. Out of breath after making it up the new Punawai Pavilion, but I'm back. Fourth quarter. It's about to be written, Brownie. This 2021 CPL final. There will be villains. There will be heroes. Riley Knapp now on the ball. Number 16 there for Harewood. Gives forward to Kat Tinning. Great move there. Looks to penetrate. And a penalty corner. Jess Gunn. You can't use that much shoulder in this rule book here. Punished for that one, but pleading her case. Maddie Watton joins in as well, but nothing doing there. Brownie, what do you think we'll see from this Harewood PC bracket?
Yeah, you're not changing that call. Harewood, again, I think they'll look to Calder. It worked last PC, so expect to see Millie Calder off the top again.
I wonder if Sasha in goal there was possibly unsighted on the last drag flick by her runners, but we'll see. Goes narrow there. Brianna Catley fires away off the post, and Ackland clears off the line. Wow, Brownie, this game opening up now. Phenomenal stuff there from the narrow drag.
It's off the post. It's hit the keeper in the back and it's sat there. Felt like an eternity, and Ackland was just able to knock that one away. Keep this game at 1-0, and Maris sneak away here and we'll get a 16.
Very close chance there. Sasha Masters nearly bested again off the penalty corner bracket from Harewood. And Emily Baker will look to retake. Still 1-1. Maddie Watton out wide here. Baker, can she find the transfer? Hounded by Catley. Turned over by Charlotte Lee. Looks to carry forward. And, just lost her footing there. Jessie Anderson, by way of Millie Calder, fires in. Emily Baker there again. And Mizzy Sarge will try clear.
See, Harewood are really tightening the screws here. Maris looked to go quick. No, win a free hit. Harewood are looking to keep the ball right in that corner. Almost not even caring about the Maris left side here. They're just going to try to keep on that side of the field. And Ackland decides, no, we'll go the other side. We miss strap. Tony into the circle. Great save from Masters. But it's a goal!
Brownie, a fantastic finish there. Phenomenal save by Sasha Masters here, who possibly played her best game, but you can't do much about those second and third chances, and that one just finished away swiftly there on the rebound by Harewood. We will see if now, Brownie, the question becomes, if you're George Connell, if you're Joe Bartholomew, what time would you take that keeper off if you can't draw this game back to even before then?
I think I'll be pretty happy with how they're playing at the moment, even though they've conceded that goal. They've been put under a bit of pressure at the back. So I don't think they'll do it till quite late in the piece here. They'll feel confident they can get back to 2-2 with just the players they have on the field right now.
Kelly Hughes, great pressure in the press though. Ball turned over here. Bella will look to work it. Great inside pass to Tinning. Caitlin steps up though. The Hughes sisters both on the field now for Maris. And I wonder if we will not see this lineup change too much here, Brownie, in this fourth quarter for Marist and both for Harewood as well. Restart through Riley Knapp. Down the line. Picked up by Arabella nicely. But the ball will remain with Harewood. In this game now, the pressure really on Marist as the sun comes back out on Napunawai 1. Carries over the baseline, does Tinning, but wins the free hit. The elbow there again, and Brownie up the tackling, a lot of body contact. Do you think a card could possibly come out here if it's not cleaned up?
Yeah, the refs want to keep this game under control. They don't want it getting too physical. At the moment, both sides playing pretty to the rules. As you see, mid-stage break through the middle. Heavy tackle. Managed to get the ball again.
Gunn takes the restart through Watton. Turned over by Kat Tinning. Plenty of players forward for Harewood. Kat Tinning offloads. Brianna Catley, that is. Millie Calder, on the ball now. Off to Brianna Catley. She'll look to attack down the far side. Flip to the baseline. Ball across. And nearly touched in there, but well defended by Marist. Enough players there to fuse that situation.
Yes, what felt like the 50th time in this game, that ball just goes across the Marist defensive goal. As we see, again, deep in their own circle here. Marist turn the ball over. Herwood. Deflected by Ackland. Here we'll look to win a corner here.
Brianna Catley does win the corner for Herwood. Phenomenal stuff. And Brownie, I think a variation might have to come out here for Herwood.
Yeah, we've seen them go to the top, we've seen them go to the right, to the left, we've seen them go narrow. Could we see another direct flick from Calder, or do you reckon we're going to see one maybe to the right post for a deflection?
Not too sure. We will have to wait and see. Double bracket though. Runners on both sides. Brianna Catley narrow. Bella to inject. Millie Calder on one. Will it go to Calder for another bite at the cherry? It will. Calder, strong flick and wide. Well covered by the Marist defence. So they live to see another day, Brownie, off that penalty corner defence.
Yeah. Just a touch wide there. Not a bad flick. You see 10 minutes to go. Marist needs something. They just can't seem to get out of their own end. They need someone to step up. Whether it's a good pass or a quick dribble, they need to get the ball going out the other end of the field. And Herwood will want to keep the ball down in this corner for as long as possible.
Absolutely killing time. But Marist will look to work here, and I just, it is a question up in the air whether you'll see the keeper come off, whether Sasha will come off the field if they can't do it. As we tick inside 10 minutes to go here. As they say in Latin, fortune favours the brave, and Marist certainly going to need to be brave here and take some chances to get back in this game, Brownie.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Just a quick free hit taken there down the other end of the field. What can they do here? Long corner. Wadden will take. She'll go for a dribble. A good tackle, but called back by the umpire. What can we see here? Wadden on the ball again.
That one rolling all the way back to Baker, who will collect. Emma Barton outright. Baker goes down the line. Diffused by Tinning. Wadden picks it up. Carries into contact. Wins the free hit, but not her way. Riley Knapp will take this restart. Will she look to transfer? No, she will not. Keeps it to Kat Tinning on that side. And Kat Tinning again, Brownie, I think if Herwood should come out victorious, has been probably one of the more dominant players on the ball for Herwood.
Yeah, she would definitely, at the moment, probably sit as player of the game. She has been everywhere. We're calling her name all day. It's a good overhead, and Herwood on the attack again. It will just roll out for a 16. And what you'll tend to see, Marist is chasing the game. You see a lot more dribbling. The key players maybe just trying to take it upon themselves. And at the moment, it's causing turnovers.
Absolutely. A good bit of advice for young players out there. Charlotte Lee wins the turnover. Kat Tinning, although not on the goal sheet, has had her fingerprints all over this one, and not always about putting the ball in the back in there, is it, Brownie? It's about the little things you do off the ball that help your team build towards a win.
Here we go. Marist down the left-hand side. They'll win a free hit. Or maybe not. Or maybe they will. What can they do here? They need someone to step up. Look for Surridge. Where is she? On the right-hand side.
No one out high for Marist. Now they go down the sideline. Ellie Barton, great receive from her. Strong carry, but over the baseline. And Brownie, as we approach 7 minutes to go, I'm sure Joe and George, this is the time you make that decision to get the extra player on, remove the keeper, but I don't know if they have enough momentum going forward right now to make that decision.
You'll probably see maybe 5 minutes to go. They might just throw the kitchen sink at them, take the keeper off. Nothing to lose. No one cares if you lose 5-0 in a final or 1-0. It's still a loss. So don't be surprised if they take the keeper off and go for gold.
Jess Gunn, a player who has been on the pitch almost all day, along with Emily Baker. She'll transfer wide to Emma Barton. Emma controls that one, but pressure, does well to get away, does Emma. Now gives down the line. And here we go. Inside 6.5 minutes to go. Ball into Millie Calder. Pressured right away by Ali Barton. Carries strong. Alice Twaddell wins the turnover. Emma Barton back down the line. Nothing going there. And Brownie, this game Marist just haven't had the chances the second half, had they?
No, he would have been strong in this fourth quarter. Marist probably the running of the third quarter. But he would have been all over them this quarter. Marist probably, apart from those PCs, haven't really had a shot. See, here we're just going to look to play as much as possible down the centre of the field. We've got a one-on-one situation.
Emily Baker upended there. And here we go again. Through number 7 there. Sorry, number 4 there. Jessie Anderson, who throws her hand in the air. Not happy with that call from Rosanna Porter, but Emily Baker back on her feet and now with the ball in her position. Goes to Danny Eklund on that narrow side. Danny tries to go down the line, well defended again by Geordie Main. Jessie Anderson now, Ella Hickman trying to win ball. Brownie inside, 5 minutes to go now. Still nothing from the Marist bench about the keeper's situation.
See Joe, I thought he'd step out here. He's down to the turf. We could see it happen here. I think they'll probably look to wait till they're up there attacking the end so they're not under pressure. So they'll struggle to get out of their end here for a while.
When you do take that keeper off, Brownie, should Marist do it as Danny goes over the top? What are the keys to that situation? I know it's the man advantage, but how do you utilise that man advantage up the pitch?
Well, you just got to get 4 strikers up, go man to man, put as much pressure on as possible. And then with the ball, you just got to look to find where that free person is. Just 2-on-1, 2-on-1, 2-on-1.
Anderson, ball forward, clipped a foot on the way through. Lovely evening here, the lights coming on, the sun low in the sky here at Ngapunawai. Once again, our game day sponsor, Polytan. Inside the final 4 minutes here of the CPL women's season here for 2021. By way of McKeely Jones, who drives it in. Deflection there, up in the air. Jess Gunn well to get under it and wins the free hit. Excellent defence there, showing a lot of heart. Jess Gunn comes to Ayla on the wing. Ayla delivers a ball. Millie Calder there again, though. Goes to Jessie Anderson. Anderson turns it over. Arabella Shield pushing forward now.
What an desperation leap there. Here we go. Here it is. Sasha off the field.
3 minutes, 20 seconds to go here. Sasha Masters, as good of a game as she had, as good of a season as she's put together. They will need her off to get the extra player on to try and make a stab at this game. Carry forward now by way of Anna Catley. Emily Baker, who has possibly played the full game, Brownie, if I'm not mistaken, will turn it over there. Dangerous chance for Harewood with no goalkeeper in. Fires away and scores! Bella Ambrosius possibly puts the final touches on this game, Brownie. The keeper comes off. It is 3-1 Harewood.
Yeah, that's the problem you have. You take the keeper off. As soon as you turn the ball over, you're in trouble. And Harewood made them pay. Bit sloppy from Marist out of defence. But say it's not over till the Fat Lady sings. We've still got time. As Marist come down the right. It's a big ask though. Only just over 2 minutes left. They've got to score 2 goals.
And I think you'd agree, Brownie, Marist, when they took the keeper off there, possibly didn't have the momentum, didn't have the position that you like to see at that point, but you've got to throw the kitchen sink at it in a grand final, don't you?
Yeah, you don't want to be left wondering. Do what you can. Throw the sink at them, and if it doesn't pay off, then oh well. Can Marist get something going? Their player up. They should be able to find someone.
One carries into contact, still with the ball. Browner Catley offloads now into her own player, but off the Marist stick, so Kat Tinning will take this free hit, slow it down, look to kill a bit of clock. Inside the final 90 seconds now. On the ball here, they give to Riley Knapp on the narrow side. Riley carries strong, looks to offload down the line to Brianna Catley. She will carry in. Emily Baker does well. Strong tackle from Emily Baker. Pushes the pace here. Kat Tinning wins it again with a minute to go. And Brownie, I just think, as much as it pains me to say it, but Herwood just killing this time, and they may have a hand on this trophy.
The run just goes home to the baseline, 40 seconds left. Herwood are going to go back to back. I won it 2 years in a row. They've been the best team all year. Marist put up a good fight, but probably been a bit sloppy around the back, as we see there again. Herwood put on an aggressive press and it's worked out for them. They've played a good game. I think we'll be seeing Herwood with their name on the trophy once again. They'll have all the silverware in the women's comp. And unlike the men's comp, we will not see an upset here. The best team will take the bickies in the final.
We will not. Herwood women, congratulations to them. A fantastic campaign as they win back-to-back championships here, Brownie. Taking it out once again. And a great final we saw. They just put the dagger in at the end there to seal the deal, but great seasons from both teams. What are your thoughts on that game, Brownie?
Yeah, it was always going to be tight. 2-1 going in the last few minutes, and Marist had to throw the sink at them. They had to put Level out there, and they did concede a late goal with the keeper off. The Herwood very deserving winners. Marist skills left to rue another, possibly some missed corner opportunities when the game was in the balance at 1-1. And Herwood, 2021 CBL champions.
A phenomenal season from Herwood. Congratulations to them. Myself, Emil Collins, Ben Grimshaw. It's been a pleasure commentating for you this afternoon. We will sign off and wrap up the season for men and women. The CPL season done, and we will hope to see you all out there on the pitch next season.